Pictures Studios. This is Jeopardy!
Welcome to another game of Jeopardy! Let's see if you like these categories.
State flags. Familiar phrases. For the Bird. Lead singers of the 90s. Movie debuts. Contemporaries.
Player one, let's get started.
When you travel by the most direct route, you're going as this bird flies.
Player three.
That's it, exactly.
Player three, you choose.
An archaic word for the jaw gave us the phrase, to lick these in anticipation.
Player one. That's right.
Player one, you choose.
In the 1920s, this feline sleepwear term described something first-rate.
Player three.
You are correct.
Player three, your turn.
The phrase, no news is this, dates at least as far back as the 17th century.
Player one. Correct.
Okay, contestant one.
Latin for voice of the people, it refers to popular sentiment.
Player two. Yes, indeed.
Okay, player two. Answer. Early double. Player two, your wager, please.
While Thomas Chippendale built furniture, this Thomas constructed the Declaration of Independence.
Player two. Yes. All right, pick again.
While John Alden was living in the paradise he found in America, this John was writing Paradise Lost.
Player two.
Why, yes.
All right, pick again.
In 351 BC, Plato could have heard one of Demosthenes' speeches on this Macedonian's threat to Athens.
Player two. That's right. All right, pick again.
Diamond Jim Brady didn't have a country named for him, but in 1895 this diamond magnate did.
Anyone?
Player two. Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyone?
All right, pick again.
While Abelard was wooing Heloise in Europe, this Rubaiyat author was writing in the Mideast.
Player three. That's right.
Player three, you choose.
His first film, the 1940 musical Too Many Girls, starred Lucille Ball. They married soon after.
Player one.
To be sure.
Your choice, player one.
The flag of this 49th state was designed in 1927 by a 13-year-old schoolboy.
Player one.
Correct. All right, pick again.
Completes the motto found on the flags of Kentucky and Missouri. United we stand.
Player one.
Correct. All right, pick again.
The word industry appears above a beehive on the flag of this state.
Player three. That's it.
Player three.
Most canaries produced through selective breeding are this color.
Player one. Yes, indeed.
Player one, you choose.
An anchor and the word hope, surrounded by 13 gold stars, appear on this state's flag.
Anyone?
Your choice, player one.
This state's flag features the sun symbol of the Zia Indians on a yellow background.
Player three.
Wrong. There's a lot of game left, so hang in there.
Player two.
To be sure. Player two, it's your turn.
Eddie Vedder.
Player two. Good guess, but that's wrong. Player one. That's it.
All right, player one.
The great horned species of this bird will sometimes feed on related species.
Player three. That's correct.
Your choice, player 3.
The red-legged species of this bird may be the original one in the Christmas pear tree.
Player 3. Exactly.
All right, pick again.
In 1918, William Beebe wrote a monograph of this bird, Epicureans serve under glass.
Player 2.
That's right. Okay, player 2.
The ruby-throated species of this small bird makes an annual non-stop 500-mile migration.
Player 2. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Anyone?
Player 2, your turn.
Gwen Stefani.
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
Player 1, your turn.
Billy Corgan.
All right, player 1.
Dolores O'Riordan.
Player 3. That's correct.
Player 3, it's your turn.
He debuted in Dead Heat on a Merry-Go-Round in 1966, 31 years before he starred in Air Force One.
Player 1. Right you are.
It's your turn, player 1.
Billy Joe Armstrong.
Player 1.
You are correct. All right, pick again.
Sidney Pollack, his co-star in 1962's War Hunt, later directed him in Out of Africa.
Player 2. Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Player 3.
Yes.
It's your turn, player 3.
This blonde actor suffered through some painful experiments in his first film, Altered States.
Player 3. That's wrong.
Here is the correct response.
And to finish the board,
Ellen Barkin and Paul Reiser debuted in this Barry Levinson film about pals who meet in a Baltimore eatery.
Player 3.
To be sure.
All right, that's the end of the Jeopardy round.
Let's look at the total scores so far.
Now it's time for the double Jeopardy round. Let's get to the categories for Double Jeopardy.
Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals. Literary potpourri. Rulers. Women. Washington State. 1899.
Player 2, you go first.
Two restaurants atop the 605-foot Seattle landmark turn at 1 revolution per hour.
Player 2.
That's correct.
All right, pick again.
One of the world's longest floating structures of this type carries I-90 traffic over Lake Washington.
Player 2. Yes, indeed. All right, pick again.
Tacoma's name was derived from Tahoma, an Indian name for this mountain.
Player 3.
To be sure. Player 3.
This gangster, nicknamed Scarface Al, was born January 17, 1899.
Player 1.
Why, yes.
Player 1, it's your turn.
In 1970, this lead singer left the Supremes after an appearance in Las Vegas.
Player 1.
Why, yes.
All right, pick again.
A candidate for vice president in 1984, she ran for the Senate in 1992.
Player 2. No, that's incorrect. Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Urged by Louis Leakey, she went to Africa to study mountain gorillas in 1966.
Player 2.
That's it.
Player 2, your turn.
In 1859, U.S. settlers fought settlers from this European country in the Pig War for the San Juan Islands.
Player 2. Yes. That takes you into second place. All right, pick again. The answer is a good old daily double. Player 2, your wager, please.
This dam on the Columbia River has a generating capacity of nearly 6.5 million kilowatts.
Take a look at your monitor. Player 2.
Yes, indeed.
All right, pick again.
In this Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, an actress becomes the most powerful woman in Argentina.
Anybody?
All right, pick again.
As he had done, his Frederick Henry in A Farewell to Arms worked in the ambulance service in World War I.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Many say this country's ruler, Tzu Shi, gave a deathbed command to have her nephew, the emperor, killed.
Player 1.
You are correct.
Player one, it's your turn.
In 1975, a New Jersey park was named for this swimmer of the English Channel.
Player two.
That's wrong. Anyone?
Here is the correct response. Okay, contestant one.
As well as MAD, she founded SAD, Students Against Driving Drunk.
Player two.
That's it.
Player two, what'll it...
On June 19, 1997, it surpassed A Chorus Line as Broadway's longest-running show.
Player three.
Right you are.
Player three.
Patti LuPone, Glenn Close, and Betty Buckley have all played Norma Desmond in this show.
Player two. You are correct. Player two, it's your turn.
From 1992 through 96, Ted Neely toured in a revival of this musical. He played the title role on film.
Player two. Wrong.
Anybody? Player two, what?
Characters in this musical include Dinah, the dining car, Belle, the sleeping car, and Greaseball.
Your choice, player two.
Cameroonian novelist Mongo Betty writes in this European language, an official language of Cameroon.
Player two. Wrong. Player one.
Why, yes.
What'll it be, player one?
This country became a British protectorate in 1899, 91 years before its occupation by Iraq.
Here is the correct response. It's your turn, player one.
Acetylsalicylic acid, better known as this, was introduced into widespread medical use.
Player two.
Right you are.
Player two. Answer. Early double. Player two, your wager, please.
In 1899, August Strindberg moved from Leuven to this capital city.
Player two. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
This American territory, whose capital is Pango Pango, was created by an 1899 treaty.
Player 2. Good guess, but that's wrong. Player 1.
Right you are.
Player 1, what'll it be?
This country's King Harold III was the half-brother of St. Olaf.
Player 2. Right you are. Player 2, it's your turn.
In 1993, King Hussein celebrated his 40th anniversary as ruler of this country.
Player 2.
No, I'm sorry.
What'll it be, Player 2?
This country's King Alfonso II was known as Alfonso o Gordo, which means Alfonso the Fat.
Player 1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What'll it be, Player 2?
It's the family name of Peter the Great and Alexander the First.
Player 2. To be sure. All right, pick again.
This giant novelist wrote a series of stories about traveling petticoat saleslady Emma McChesney.
All right, pick again.
Nora Ephron wrote the searing novel Heartburn after her divorce from this Washington Post reporter.
Player 3. Right you are.
And to finish the board,
The ghoulish poem Ulalume is his only important work of 1847, the year his child bride died.
Player 3.
Correct. All right, that brings us to the end of the Double Jeopardy.
Let's take a look at the scores.
Let's see what our category is for Final Jeopardy.
languages.
Player 2, your wager, please. Player 1, Please make your wager. Player 3, could we have your wager, please? All right, here's the answer. Good luck.
Let's see how everyone did.
Thanks, Johnny. Player 2, let's take a look at your question. Sorry, that's incorrect. Let's see how much it cost you. Oh, I guess it's just not your day. Player 1, your question? That's right. And your wager was? You're in the lead. Player 3, your question? Sorry, that's incorrect. Let's see how much it cost you. Sometimes you get a tough one.
Congratulations, Player 1. You're the Jeopardy champion.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy!